I did it. I moved finally. Um, whew. So this is the new place. I moved not podcast studio, entire fucking life, apartment, everything. Um and this is going to be I guess for now the what you see behind you. I'm still like kind of like putting shit up on the walls and stuff, but dude, fucking moving in this city is crazy. I'm not gonna do an episode about that because I want to first get like be done with like done. You know, like I'm almost completely sort of set up in terms of um living the space and stuff. So I want to fucking be done with that, and then I can just sort of unload on how I feel about it all. But I feel, I guess that has to do with time. But that's just been something that is like always been in the background. How I feel like I'm handling it, how I feel like I'm like wasting it or not using it properly. I used to be like a huge procrastinator, but there's a sort of like that almost doesn't apply that like exists in another world because you can always like rationalize that. There's like a weird comfort in waiting to the last minute and then doing it and getting that rush of fulfillment, you know? I just mean overall, completely in general life. I feel like I started stand up when I was 18, still felt like that was too late. And I mean, I hit the ground running. I was doing it like 7 days a week, every open mic, like going for it. And no matter what happens, I just feel like I'm behind or I'm not using my time properly. And, I've learned over the years, like there's certain things you just kind of have to let go or understand. Like meditation's been great for that, like helping me sort of understand that it's, worrying about the things that have happened and that are to come is in and of itself a fucking waste of time. You just have to kind of focus on now and plan ahead, obviously, and reflect on the past, but don't get too bogged down and worry and obsess and fixate and get anxious. And, that's all anxiety is just worrying about all the shit that hasn't happened and fucking probably won't. But I'm turning 40 in a few months. And, dude, I don't know, man. It's gonna be a rough one. I told my best friend that when we were in Hawaii, and he fucking, you've always been like this. Just don't fixate on, a stupid number, an age, or a birthday. I'm like, well, you gotta fucking pick something, to like head towards. We have calendars. Why not pick a fucking year, And pretty soon I'll been around for 40 of them. And I'm nowhere near where I think I should be. So, um, that's a hard thing to wrap your head around because there's no going back. And I'm not gonna like I was telling him, I'm not gonna like sit there and cry about it or like let it stop me. I'm gonna ask myself the questions. What the fuck have I been doing? What can I do different so I don't feel like this next year and the decade after and the decade after that? But there's just something about the feeling that you're halfway through this shit. And it's weird. It's hard to like get a handle on. And if anything, I've been much more concerned with how I'm using my time, even in like the little ways. Like the fact that I had to move, I mean, drove me insane because I'm like, I have other things to do. I don't want to be doing this. It just felt like this massive waste of time. And I'm like, it's in the middle of the holidays. I'm in the middle of like, this tour, and I was going to Maui, which already was like, I had to grapple with, is all that a waste of time, or should I just enjoy it and it'll help me use my time more wisely in the future? This is just the sort of, you know, and just every part of this move, I just was like, this is a waste of time. Why can't someone else just, I wanted to just press a button and have it happen, or just have, like, if money obviously, if money was no object, I wouldn't be fucking having him move to different apartments. But if all of a sudden you could just like press a button, and then it just, two robots come in and packing your boxes, moving them to a new place, unpacking, setting things up, like that would be just fucking. Technology has been great for time management. Of course, the other side of that is fucking doom scrolling on Instagram for 7 fucking hours and being like, oh, wasted my time, wasted my life. Why am I doing this? Fuck technology. But at the same time, setting up this fucking whole thing, it just, like just right now took 3 minutes, and then just click, boom, done. We're going, you know? Um, but I've been doing what, people make fun of old people for doing, is like being real like nitpicky about time, and I've started like getting off on like saving time, and like getting mad when my time is wasted by like customer service. Like, when I see the Karens of the world and all the people just flipping out, which has become more of a thing because everyone just feels so displaced in general. So I read some article about it in the Times or somewhere, Atlantic, I don't know, some fucking somewhere. And people are like quicker to lose it because they just, the world hasn't fully reopened. We just feel stuck, and we can't do and say and move around like we want. So people are just like flipping out over like oh, we're out of mayonnaise. You're out of fucking mayonnaise, I chose mayonnaise because a lot of these people are flipping out in a lot of the flyover states where they live on that stuff. It's a blood type out there. So I've been like, let's get rid of the negative side first. And the negative side, I've been like fucking flipping out in here over, like, I got this 20% off coupon from this fucking, it's called Our Place, ourplace.com, I think. And they're just, we make houseware and dishware, and just everything's pretty and beautiful, and we care about you, and we want everything to feel like home. One of those fucking, probably owned by some larger faceless conglomerate that actually doesn't fucking give a shit where you live and how comfortable you are. They're just selling you an idea. So, but we have stoneware that looks like, and it's glazed, and it's pretty, and you can have dinner, and it's. So I'm like, yeah, I want to have dinner, like, So I was like, cool, yeah, we'll order that for the apartment, and they sent a 20% off coupon. They're like, hey, we saw that you left something in our cart, because we were doing that weird thing where we can kind of sort of see what you're doing in your computer, and it gives you the chills, but at the same time, I want a coupon, so sign me up. Um, and I somehow lost audio. Jesus fuck. So anyway, um, I hope you can still hear me, because I can't hear me now, and that's real weird. Um, hmm. So anyhow, um, I uh, I was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's get this thing. And I order it, and then I go to apply the 20% off coupon. It goes, you can't. This is invalid code. It doesn't work. And I'm like, weird. Why? So I go back to the email, read it, and I'm like, there's no reason that I can't use it. I just got the email. It's not expired. There's no like, small print that says, oh, you got this item only, and blah blah blah. It's weird. And then I like look around, and I click it again, and it goes, this is invalid. And I'm like, what the fuck like, why? Ugh. So then I'm like, whatever. I don't want my time to be wasted, and I'm going to take it into my own, hands, and I'm just gonna buy the thing, then email them and go, hey, this didn't work for whatever, some weird technical thing. Just go ahead and apply it afterwards, which I've done before and it's worked. And so I did it. I ordered the thing, and then they emailed me back, and it's like I don't even know if it's a person, but they had this. Their name was Grace, which is like, with this whole our place, you. Of course, your name is Grace. Whatever, your name is fucking computer robot 2x7 dash B. So I go, hey, look, this you guys sent me a 20% off thing. I did it, didn't work. And they go, oh, we're sorry for blah blah blah. Um, this doesn't apply for what you're purchasing. It has to be over $145. And I'm like, well, it doesn't say that anywhere. Otherwise I wouldn't have fucking done it. I'm not spending 145. And I go, well, it didn't say that anywhere. So you have to say that. Otherwise, it's going to be this thing where it's like, ooh, you reeled me in, and then the sucker. And what am I going to keep adding items just to figure out, oh, when will this work? How do I know that's even what I'm supposed to do? I'm not going down some fucking road that that I have to figure out. So I'm like, look, it didn't say that, and I already ordered it thinking you guys would just honor it. So can you just do it? And they go, no, we can't. That's just the way it is. Sorry. Let me know if there's anything else I can help you with. I'm like, there isn't anything else. There's this that you still haven't helped me with. So fucking help me and do it. I didn't say that. This is all in an email. And they go, oh no. I'm like, no, you guys fucked up. So they go, so I go, you know what? And I stopped right there and I was like, this isn't worth it. I'm channeling fucking old people now. And I go, you know what? This isn't worth it. You could have done this. You didn't. This whole fucking facade where it's like we together are gonna eat and have beautiful, pretty things that make us feel nice with these like, sort of deserty kind of pastelly, warm, pretty color. Fuck you. I'll go to fucking IKEA and get plain white dishes. So I go, you know what? I don't care. You could have done this. You chose not to. I don't want the discount. You could have taken 20% off. Now you're gonna get 100% back. I don't want it. It'll show up. I'm not gonna open it. I'm gonna fucking send it right back to you for a refund. Fuck you. And it felt great. I didn't say all the fuck you. I didn't get crazy, but I just felt like I felt like this fucking, oh my god, I got back all this time. I like gave myself all this time. And I know that the other way to do it would have just been to be like, oh, I guess I'm not getting the 20% off and then move on with life. But it's the fucking principle. And I've always been that way. And maybe that's a waste of time. But on principle, I'd rather I'd rather return the thing and get it somewhere else because in my mind, I'm saving all the time, just like they wronged me, because we're hit with that so often. Because a lot of times now, you will have to search for the fucking email or the phone number to even get your refund or your coupon or that. All that shit adds up in time and it adds up in money. So I'm just going, you don't want to do it? Fine. I'm sending it back. I don't care. I'm sending it back. Either way, I'm wasting time. In my mind, I think I'm going to waste less by just sending it back. Principle is everything, Brian. Whoa, that is a huge. Okay, there we go. um, one of my main patrons right here. One of my main Patreon guys, Brian. Thanks for listening, bud. I believe from Texas, going to be at it's one of the. No, I think he came to the Houston show, left without his poster because he's a high tier patron and he gets a free one. But I think he's coming. Didn't you say you were coming to the Austin show where you'll get one there? Or one of those shows. Anyway, I could be totally wrong about all this. And if I am, I'm sorry. um, so little things like that, I've been like, this is a fucking starting to be a superpower, because now I just have this time I can think about, staring at a wall, which is better than having to deal with this. The other thing that I sort of felt that way about was I went to a concert at I think 6 p.m. Me and my friend Kia and his wife, uh, Demetra and I, the three of us, and we're all like kind of around the same age, and they're super busy business people. They're running all the self-edge stores, and they have their time is valuable to them too. And we were all just like, dude, we're gonna go to this concert, and we're gonna be out at like 6:45 because we're just watching the opening act, a band called Glom, and they're fucking super good, New York based. Um, they got a cool like 90s indie kind of post grungy vibe, super cool. Very nice guys too. So we go watch them, and they're on one of those showcase lineups where there's like three or four bands. Show goes till 11. They were like first or second or something like that, and we were just like, we can go do the whole concert experience and be out of here by 7 p.m. What the this? We were more excited about that than anything else. And we go see the show. We get the experience. It's dark in there. We watch the music. We hang out. We talk a little bit after. We're like, this is great. And then we walk outside, and it's not dark yet. It, I was like, what? I can still go get a cup of coffee after this concert. And then I was like, wait a minute. Fucking Rite Aid Pharmacy still open? I can go grab my prescription refill. I can what? I can get like a late lunch if I want. And I felt like I had a superpower. Like I unlocked, like I was fucking Doctor Strange, and I was and I was just jumping through fucking portals of time, and I'm like, it's an hour ago, it's like it was it was crazy, and it shouldn't be because that's just these are the things that older people, like older than almost 40, value. Where they're like having dinner at 4. I could see myself having dinner at 4 by the time I'm 43. And it's like, I think those things become more valuable because you start thinking, like, I'm halfway through this shit. I don't want to waste any more time than I already sort of have. The time wasted that's built into life, that's just that shit's gonna happen anyway. What are the ways I can snip and sort of fucking edit? I can just Doctor Strange it and just jump through portals of. Um, and those are the things I think that are just like, yeah. When I was 22, fucking what time? Even though I had it in my mind, I was just like, I gotta start early and keep going. Like I can't even calculate the amount of things I just didn't even value because I'm like, I have until forever. But it's all those little things that add up. Staying out super late, sleeping in till the amount of times I slept in and didn't even see the sun that day because I was like, well, I lead a nightlife, so I still got things done. I mean, what a waste. Just holding on to like petty, stupid things. But now, I mean, early evening concerts, I don't know that I'll ever go see another band past 8 p.m. It was unbelievable. But anyway, um, getting somewhere early. Um, like I used to I time it to where like how late can I sleep and then get up and pack and get to the airport before the gate closes. Now, I did this, I can't remember where, on my way to somewhere recently. I went early because I was like, oh, well, I'll be in the airport and I can just sit and work. What? I've never been 2 hours early to the airport. I mean, ever. And I'm literally after this, I'm leaving to go to Dubuque, Iowa. And I was like, I'll just get there early and I can sit and work in the. I mean, I might as well wear a fucking shitty suit. Like those dudes that are just like fucking these old, like guys that have just been like flying for their sales job for like 50 years. They're ratty, just fucking shitty. Their hair's everywhere. They don't give a fuck. They just live in airports. I look at them and I'm like, they've got the travel thing down. I should get advice from these guys. Why am I thinking this? But at the same time, I'm collecting time. I feel like I'm just collecting all this time and just saving it. Which is I don't want to get obsessive over that. That's weird because then I'm just like not doing anything really, like sort of extracurricular. I don't want to be that. Fuck, it feels good to just like to clip those time coupons, man. That's what they are. Anyway, like having movers and stuff, fuck. It's worth it's worth the extra money because you're just like, I don't have to get annoyed at any of this. That's why when like people get like ultra fucking rich, they go, "Oh, not a lot, not all your problems are gone. You have new ones and stuff." I think you probably do. But the amount of things you can just that money will take care of are the things where you're like, that's going to waste my time and I can afford not to let it. And then you just go, and then you just can get back to focusing on the things you want to focus with. I don't know that that can be argued against if you're like super rich. I mean, fuck, man. You just go like, here, monies, take care of these things, like getting assistants and having movers and just paying people to do the things that are just like, you could just have a dedicated assistant to be like, you're just dealing with customer service. Get my 20%. And you can even fucking keep it just as long as because it's the principle. Get the 20% off, put it in your pocket. I don't know, man. I'm gonna start to probably unravel a bit as I just fucking barrel towards 40, and I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it, but I'm worried. Anyway, I gotta go to the airport. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. I'll see you when I'm back from Iowa before I go to the South and do that whole Mobile, Alabama, Lafayette, Louisiana, Austin, Texas fucking deal. Um, Subscribe on wherever the fuck you listen to this. If you go to the YouTube, subscribe on that. Even if you don't even just fucking get the numbers up. And the Patreon and all that fun stuff. That helps keep the lights on. Literally. The fucking one above me. See you out there.
It's the end of the show. Like, subscribe, and comment. Don't be a dick.